cosmic throne. Galaxies bow where their power shone. Silence breaks as the heavens cry. An emperor's shadow eclipses the sky. Ruler of the void where the starlight bends. Time and space crumble as the rain descends. With a voice that echoes through the endless black. No return from the path of the Emperor's track. Ships of fire sail the astral sea, guided by whispers of destiny. Planets tremble beneath their gaze. The Emperor's will sets the universe ablaze. Do you feel the weight of their stare? Gravity bends when they're there. Soulful silence, then a thunderous roar. The Emperor claims what's never been before.
This is KarsaKKWx. Karsa's my name, KKWx is my empire. Here today we are playing Godbound, Opus Trust Issues, Final Season, Season 3. And our episode name is Rehash the Past. Now, we have quite a bit to talk about today, and I did a lot of notes. So we will talk about these real quick. As you remember, 3 years ago, you woke up in the lab and it was changed and you were changed forever. DNA spliced for wetwire integration.
Integration?
Yes, integration. You emerged with new powers and one shared truth. Someone is trying to kill you.
Oh no. The worst mistake they ever fucking made.
Yeah? The lab was rigged to blow by FN, a rogue player who wanted you dead. But SOB, the scientist behind your transformation, wasn't the enemy. He was trying to enhance you. Each of you had reasons for being there, and whether you were forced or voluntary. Soon after you discovered the Opus force that was actually affecting minds of the people, and you found out that Opus was truly not just a city, but a jellyfish. And its influence was very far-reaching, subtle, and corruptive. You met the allies of Cephia, the blind fox oracle, Liz, a maternal figure with deep influence and secrets, Willis, her husband, who was also known as the Bear, the first celestial that you actually encountered. Once noble, now obsessed, he created the Thanes, warriors built to fight Blenjeel, who murdered his first wife. Willis eventually fell into madness, and his obsession with the Thanes and the god machine drove a wedge between him and Liz. You helped take him down with the celestial death, locking him away on Pluto. But he later escaped and finally was betrayed and killed by his friend Mitchel Graves. Mitchel was a complex ally, helpful at first, by twists and by jealousy and old wounds. He had a crush on Liz that turned out to be resentment. His shifting allegiance would shape much of your journey. The rise of FN and the Jarls. FN wanted to dominate wetwire tech, unlike SOB, he used drugs to forcibly mutate people into Jarls, twisted them, violent versions of the so-called Thanes, and his vision was control through addiction and power. The council was horrified by these revelations and fractured. Allies became enemies, you became targets. The T'Pol, Oda, FN, and Opus all conspired to eliminate you. Raiden's personal story deepened when his family was caught in the lottery system, harvesting lives for their unknown ends. Basically, as you know, that the person who wins the lottery is used in a sacrificial way, but you didn't know that at the time. They ended up feeding Opus. Raiden's brother disappeared after winning the lottery, and this began down the trek of Raiden figuring out what the lottery truly was. When Jacob was selected, Raiden tried to have Liz smuggle him out. Unfortunately, Opus retaliated, killing Jacob and nearly killing Liz. In revenge, Raiden hunted Oda, the lottery's puppet master, who killed Oda. You all killed Oda, and Raiden began protecting the Mixisms, the people who were exploited by the lottery more often than not. He formed Dawnfell, a new community focused on tech, engineering, and freedom. Together, the crew eliminated FN and the Jarls. Kormac's wife Kai was rescued from FN's grasp. The celestial shards began to appear. Kormac was found one bound into his shoulder armor. Riley implanted hers into a neural chip. Raiden discovered his shard and created Widow, a sentient nanite spider that was born from his blood, and began to breed her own army. After the situation with FN, you finally built new worlds for yourselves, new cities. Kormac and Kai founded Rebels Rise, a bastion of free thought and resistance. Shiv created Nepi, a haven for scientists, rebels, and exiles. Riley now became the captain of the Hammer and a leader of the mercenaries, linked Nepi and Rebels Rise through the Elven diplomacy and entertainment. Raiden expanded Dawnfell, drawing in dwarves and Mixism engineers. Liz's faction, the Angels of Darkness, returned, still loyal, but also dangerous. Unfortunately, after the situation with FN, you discovered that Mitchel Graves had betrayed Liz, and Liz was taken hostage, and Blenjeel was the one who took her. The Real Thanes made a contract demanding help from Liz or Willis to reproduce or threaten annihilation. Kormac brokered the tense meeting on the moon. and instead of war, the Thanes began a path of diplomacy, sending an ambassador to work with you, named Jurgen. Lucky Rabbit, a charming, sinister dealer who made pacts with strings that were attached. Despite warnings, Shiv made a deal, and so did Raiden. Soon after...
Raiden made his first.
Yep, Raiden did. Soon after...
And then got the warning.
He was... Shiv was abducted by Safi's doppelganger, sent to kill the T'Pol. Though the T'Pol was lost, Ignis avenged her, destroying the doppelganger and a large part of the temple. Shiv was rescued from the oubliette that the Safi doppelganger, aka Bad Kitty, threw him in. There he claimed a celestial shard and forged the Crystal 8-Ball, a tool of mysterious power. The real Safi joined the Rebels' rise after revealing her illness and her hatred for the Lucky Rabbit. Raiden struck a secret deal with the rabbit before leaving for Beppo. Riley was gifted a ship by the gargoyle by the council to protect Scorpio 3. Now that for season 2, y'all went to Veppos to confront Blenjeel's people. The crew discovered Liz was imprisoned on Veppo and alongside a Godbound trapped in the ink-based dream world. Blenjeel's plan was to bring these ink beings to life. You stopped it and destroyed the God Machine, saving Liz, crippling Blenjeel's operation, but Blenjeel herself remained elusive. You also found remnants of the old species and old horrors that were across Veppo's oceans, one by one dismantling Blenjeel's bases. Mitchel broke Willis out of Pluto, only to abandon and kill him. The Thanes found Willis too late, and as the tensions rose, a near war broke out between the Thanes and SOB's fleet, but Kormac diffused it. The Thanes then requested Liz's audience with the Emperor. Meanwhile, the bear tried to claim Raiden as his new host. He shut him down hard and making a key in the turning point for the future celestial conflict. Traveling to Celios 3, the former Mixism homeworld, you met with the Thane Emperor. It turned into a bloody confrontation, and though many died, the Emperor did fall, and the false celestial vanished, creating a power vacuum amongst the Thanes. Jurgen and Thurgen, the two Thane leaders, now journey to unify their people for peace. At this current state, you have now returned home, battered but alive. Rebels' rise is growing. Nepi is thriving with knowledge and strategy. Dawnfell stands as the beacon for the oppressed. Riley controls the skies and the shadows. Liz recovers through the presence, still draws a powerful interest. Safi, once blonde and cursed, has found belonging. And yet, there are still enemies that remain. Opus is not gone. Opus is not gone into the skies. Blenjeel has not yet been found. The Lucky Rabbit plays the long game. Mitchel Graves still there, ready to thwart plans. The Bear, watching, waiting. The stage is set. The galaxy is at war with itself, but you are no longer just survivors. You are the ones who shape what comes next. Now, I have more to say because I have more notes. As
One interjection,
yes.
if I may. Jellyfish do 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 do.
Okay. I'll give you that. All right. As you are on the ship, there has been some news about the world Scorpio 3. Cyber-tech virus outbreaks have happened. And they're becoming rampant across the world. Spreading from Dawnfell, now affecting multiple cities. The infection of the cyberware is overtakes the user's control cyberware, and though it becomes dormant at first, finally when it takes over, it becomes dominant, making it impossible for the person who has the cyberware to stop what is happening to them. Dawnfell is the most affected. Opus has quite a few cases growing. Nepi is also affected. And 80 of the 300 Mixisms currently in Dawnfell are infected. The one thing that is interesting is that the dwarves and elves remain immune. The behavior that has impacted the victims experience blackouts, cyber-psychosis, induced aggression. Self-mutilation is on the rise for the ones who have been infected. If it's not self-mutilation, then it is murder. Violence has become rampant. Scorpio's system is now on lockdown. The Celestial Empire has fully pulled out. The navigational gates have been severed, and the only connections now are from Earth to Celios 3 to the Draco system. Declaring off limits by the Celestial Council. The remaining Celestials have been recalled, including SOB. Scorpio system is now independent but isolated. Any attempt to re-engage the Celestial will come with severe consequences. Raiden's also got a situation on his own. Has a fork
This is
in.
when we blow up the moon, right?
Could be. Could be. The Shadow Moon is within the next 6 months. The Shadow Moon has already happened once. So in the next 6 months, there will be another Shadow Moon. Raiden, you have lost the ability for the Council's help in helping with the situation that you have caused. So there is that situation. The other
Honestly, it's
situation
really
is that Safi has an ultimatum. against her. Safi will now inform Kormac that the council has granted his independence with condition. The Empress has recalled the gargoyle and ending any imperial support. Safi has a personal decision. She can either stay or be cut off from the Empire entirely. Or she can leave and not return for a long time. She has 6 months to decide. She has until the next Shadow Moon. Riley has been given still has the ship that has not been taken away as a symbol of freedom and understanding of diplomacy. The Empress has not revoked this and is still but has taken the rest of the support and withdrawn.
It's kind of funny because chances are when they tried to take the hammer, they thought, shit, she actually made a point of ensuring we had no remote control over that ship.
They don't take the ship, they leave it for you so that you can use it to protect Scorpio 3, and that's it.
I think the point would have been is, oh, I mean, hold on, you gave me the ship. We didn't give, no, you gave me the ship.
Pretty much.
Good luck taking it back.
So, a clear boundary has been drawn. Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours. The object is left with Riley with that understanding. The Thanes are aligned with the crew with a new independence, and can negotiate separately. Opus, however, is in a crisis. A coup is underway in the Opus Council. A new president of operations is going to be elected. The T'Pol that was the fake T'Pol has been destroyed. The cyber-tech virus is causing a social collapse. The businesses are failing. The public outcry begins to grow. The violence and chaos is escalating, especially around major hubs. Nepi has descended into civil war. Rabbit has quietly seized control over parts of Nepi, and tensions between Nepi and the elves are rising. A full-scale civil war has begun, and Rabbit, despite her power, is trapped, unfortunately, like the rest of you. They cannot. Yeah. So the rabbit is, the lucky rabbit is a little bit frustrated about that. Rebels Rise remains untouched by Lucky Rabbit thanks to Liz's defenses. And also Safi. The only place on the world that has not been infected by cyber-psychosis is Rebels Rise. Liz faces a pivotal decision to stay in place, move her people to Earth, or relocate the thralls elsewhere. Or stay where she's at, basically. Refuses to bow to any central ruler, and unfortunately does not want to be near Ignis. Doesn't want to deal with that. Discontent is continuing to brew. A faction within her camp seeks to break off and form a new structured city. Safi warns that anarchy will collapse and urges the gates to be shut. Safi and the Council of Rebels Rise has shut the doors. The only way to get in is to make sure that you are protected by the cyber-psychosis against it. That you do not bring the virus in. Then they let you in. Safi has warned everybody, and this is the reason why they are protected, and actually the only place that has no cyber-psychosis. There are moves on the rise that involve your enemies, but this will come later. So, what does this mean? Safi has a ticking clock, and the Shadow Moon is the deadline. Riley's beacon object has a potential of re-entry, has a potential to long-term re-entry due to celestial ties, but currently you're losing all your navigation ability to go from one system to the other. Cyber virus, evolution, or intelligence. Is it conscious? Is it not? Is the fact that it is ancient concerning? Rabbit is entrapped but also influencing. Opus's political power shift may cause another potential business oligarchy.
Oligarchy?
Oligarchy, yeah. The question now, who will lead? Who will be destroyed? And this is where we begin. First off,
Basically, you return home to find everything's went to shit.
yeah.
Goddamn, didn't know my city could put up walls that fast.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how quickly that there are actually walls around your city.
I mean, you've got one of the biggest walls of all. You're literally right next to a volcano.
Yeah, so is Dawnfell, but
That's not the case, though. The fact is, his council decided to protect themselves that they were going to shut everybody out.
yeah, Kormac's not happy with that particular decision, but he said he'd stay out of their. He'd be in advisory capacity only.
Yeah. But they decided to do this because they wanted to protect everybody from inside from the cyber-psychosis. So, we are now at this point. Let's begin. Who is the first one who would like to take control of what's going on?
Well, you done fucked up some of my plans, so I need time.
Okay. All right.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured the Civil War thing was going to happen, but why can't my people just get along? I was already planning on going back and seeing whether or not they went and fucked things up with the elves. That was literally the only thing I had planned. The answer is yes. Yes, they have.
Yes. And you do have cyber-psychosis in your city.
Yeah, Shiv is going to start working on trying to get that purged. Because everything is connected to his systems.
Yeah,
So
your
we started
systems
first,
are
aren't we?
messed up.
Yeah, but luckily he can fix that. He has the technology. Yeah.
Oh,
That was low-hanging fruit.
Hold on, Shiv. Before you go into that, I think I might have missed something, or it might have got glossed over. I'm not entirely sure. With the Opus Council going through the changes, you did say the second T'Pol is dead, right? I caught that.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Okay. Is there currently a for lack of a better term, class war going on inside the city too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you guys
would-
didn't hear me cackling maniacally because I muted myself when Karsa said the Empire pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was slightly surprised
Re-
that I didn't
re-
hear.
repeat the
Your
gif
chocolate
from earlier.
No, it's not even that. It's the J.K. Simmons dying in his chair.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
but
muted
the-
myself just because I didn't want to. With all my comments and maniacal cackling, I didn't want to cut her off or ruin her flow.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much to set you off either.
Yeah, hence the muting.
Oh, in the travel time to return,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you guys would get information about this since I have that like low level connection with effectively all of my people who happen to be all over the place.
Yes, you do have before you actually get to Scorpio 3, that you do have a lot of this pretty much known to you.
Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't be like, you know, the walk in the door, immediately find everyone, you know, the place it on flames, someone's trying to fight one on the other side. Yeah, it wouldn't be that one gif.
The one gif of someone walking in, the place is on fire, they're holding pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, it's from Community.
Yeah, we wouldn't be that gif.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you do know what's going on to a degree when you find, but unfortunately, because of the navigation systems being messed up, it takes you a lot longer to get back than it did to get you there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much counter interference we were running against Lucky Rabbit. A lot of months is a lot of time for somebody to eventually notice at least one of you is missing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you did do a lot of interference, but Lucky Rabbit was, well, lucky.
I mean, I had the prime interference crew with the people that have been doing this for decades.
Mm-hmm. Which is a reason why Rebels Rise is probably the safest place to go right now.
Question again. Sorry, don't mean to keep like stopgapping you, but it's another question. If somebody came and they were showing at least early signs of the cyber affliction, if their cyber tech was removed, and then they were basically put into a medical coma just for a little bit while they healed up, does that help? Because obviously that would get tried first.
Shiv, do you want to respond to that?
It is a good question.
Are you going
Well,
to use your 8-ball?
Well, no, I'm
Yes.
asking the GM because the people at Rise would have set up a camp outside, and that would have been something they tried.
Yeah, actually, that is something that they did try, and that is what you would find out is, yes, that is a possibility.
It seems to work, but it's still
Well,
early days.
Well, the thing I'm getting at is like if they're too far gone, obviously that's not gonna help because their brain has been affected. The organic brain has been affected at that point.
Right. They do find that is a possibility that they can do.
At that point, you need people like Liz or somebody with a word of health.
Well,
all right. I mean,
Well, Liz doesn't have
at
health.
this point, I've already issued orders to my entire group to be like, anyone over a certain amount of cyberization attempts to attack these locations, you fry their ass.
Mm-hmm.
well, I would also imagine that anybody, this might go through all three cities, but definitely I can see Riley doing this. But if I'm wrong, you can tell me shut the fuck up. You probably have everybody going through routine psychological checkups, and how often they have to do it is based on how much cyber tech they have.
You know, the funny thing about that is when we were talking before and discussing like the faction stuff, this is actually a thing that is being implemented within my group.
Woo!
like literally with a mind to since I previously declared that I have like quote unquote forces within each area as like security assistant, right? Though not actually there to like you are the guard. It's you are there to assist if required. Like in the case of with Rebels Rise, it was mainly for like, hey, you guys need to be good at doing medical. Go over there and assist the medical people with anything medical they need. You know, effectively as training, kind of thing. Yeah, that entire thing would be anyone acting weird who's got cybernetics gets checked out, and we also find out is this does it require a certain amount of cyberization, or is this you've got a fucking you've got an earpiece physically attached, therefore you're now a cyber psycho, and do whatever research is required, and for the purposes of it, set up some checkpoints to ensure people's safety.
Actually, I have to turn you up a little bit.
Fair enough. Because yeah, when you're saying about walls around Rise, if I personally had any say in that, it would effectively be checkpoint fences as a temporary measure.
Yeah.
Just basically, once you're into Rise, you're fine, but we need to check people coming in.
You're not allowed. You're not going to be able to get in with all the cyber stuff until you've been checked out.
Yeah.
Period.
Because that's the whole thing, that site security is intended as a security protective force.
So
That's why we're slowly buying out the police for a reason.
So
Well,
The PMC's get a PMC.
actually, that's not a bad question, Shiv. How much cybernetics does it take?
Good question. Shiv shakes his 8-ball.
Oh, right. Your glove. Your
Well,
I will come and find you for that.
You have to record it for post post murder evidence.
the objects that are affected are actually the ones that are attached to the body. If they are not attached to the body in some like secure surgical way, they are not totally affected.
So literally, it only takes one implant to potentially get infected.
One implant.
Just as a clarification on that. I know the system doesn't expressly state like this would be an item type dealie, but say for instance, if you had a person who has lost an arm, let's say, and they have a cybernetic augmentation, right? They've got a cybernetic prosthesis, but they have if they take it off, do they still count as cybernetic arms cyber capacity, or
Is it
that low?
attached to the nerves?
Well, the
well, any
mounting
limb would have to be.
Yeah, the mounting would be.
Then yes.
I think when core people are removing cybernetics, it's the so you got it right below the elbow. Well, you have no elbow now.
Pretty much.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I can see that
Makes
being
sense.
a thing. Effectively,
Time
like
to
a
invent
weapon.
steam-powered prosthetics.
Oh, right. Before we go on, the mechanical question, because this will impact some of my decisions. How much Dominion have we picked up?
You've been gone for over 4 months before this happened.
Okay. Did we get any story Dominion? Because I don't think I noted any down.
Yes. You should have gotten 2 more.
2? Okay. So
So you're saying I should actually be at 50?
Yeah.
I think I'm currently at like 12.
I'm
I
at
left
12,
over.
I think.
Yeah, that puts me at 12 unused Dominion
Well,
presently.
Riley has barely used any from the beginning, so that would make sense that you have
Yeah,
more.
I've actually got 11 free if we get 2 more for story purposes.
Well, and then the 4 months worth.
I've largely used influence for shit. I haven't put Dominion into anything.
So how much domain should we
I'm
actually
kinda
have?
the
Like,
same.
if 12, like 15?
I have
17.
4. I have 4
If it
free.
was 12,
Getting
if
tired.
yours was 12 initially, I believe it should be 15.
Yeah.
I have 14 free currently.
I've got, I think, 15 free. I don't really use much Dominion.
All right, so. Okay. All right, I got some plans. Again, Shiv, I'm gonna apologize for the 3rd time for cutting you off, but these are questions I needed answers to, so I could think.
It's no problem. Like, Shiv's entire thing now is knowing that Neppy is now getting fucked up, is plugging in, purging his frickin' systems. And everything connected to it.
Yeah.
That's going to have to be a Dominion project.
That's got to be a Dominion project. Yeah. Well, if you want to make it permanent. All
Yeah,
right.
It's going to be a
so
Dominion project. So
Who
let's
would like to
add
be
perfect.
first to do their downtime and faction turns? Because unfortunately, you're kind of on the ship for a lot longer than you expected. Probably about.
Yeah, unfortunately, getting the exposition that things have gone to shit while we were away kind of threw a wrench in shit.
And it
Well,
took
I
you
mean-
longer to get back than it did for you to leave.
But
Kormac can talk to his people pretty easily. One of the sun abilities is anywhere I've seen that's currently lit by sunlight, I can see and talk through.
Yeah, so then you would know exactly what's going on.
so
with
you are
Rebels
literally a
Rise.
voice in the sky.
Luckily
Yeah.
for you, Rebels Rise is rather doing well, except for there is a dissension between a few of the people there. That are creating a group. A group that doesn't like authority and is willing to take down the council.
So somebody who's heard about the shit going down in the big city and being like, "Hey, we could take advantage of that."
No. I'm talking about his council.
Yeah.
Oh, internal strife. Got it.
In other words, anarchies breed anarchies.
Somebody's
Hey.
gonna need a talking to.
So
I mean, while
is-
they're on the ship, and Shiv and Liz are working on the genetic shit, Shiv is also going to start, like, literally planning out a new auto doc for people with cybernetic implants.
Well, would you like to do your faction turns and tell us what's going on?
Instead of an auto dog,
sorry.
you need to figure out the questions for the Void Camp test.
I wrote another question. How many faction turns are we getting?
At least one.
Okay.
I'm thinking
I mean,
possibly two.
I mean, his people, anybody who isn't affected by the nanovirus, are going to assist where they can. Anybody that's not addicted to gambling, anyway.
16%
that's
of your
easy.
people.
That's a decent question.
Yeah.
How screwed over did Lucky Rabbit get because her casino is directly connected to his network?
She's beginning to feel the situation as well.
Well, you know what they say. Taking out your enemies by sowing chaos may also take you out, you dumbass.
But what I'm gonna say is that, and this would be something that you would get to know over time, is that about 16% of your people right now, Shiv, are affected by this situation.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
So Shiv's faction is now going helping where they can. Well, again, any of the ones that aren't addicted to gambling or giving into cybernetics.
Yeah. And a
He
lot of
can't
them are
directly
kind
interact
of.
with his.
Here's
He
this,
can't directly interact with his people without being there, unfortunately.
and your civil war is happening due to the fact that the elves, they do not have any cybernetics, and seem to be faring very well compared to the rest of them.
Makes sense.
So, because of that, they're jealous of the elves, and that is why you have a civil war going on.
Yeah, makes sense.
Note to self: take over that area and execute.
That
all
has
the-
been that has been your note to self every session since Shiv let the elves in an epi.
Man, I was about to run over to my
Shiv,
faction sheet because I remembered I had it. I was gonna be like, huh, I'm gonna add this as a trouble to my faction with this thing. Get the faction sheet. Prone to internal struggles. Huh! Apparently, I already did this.
Ow. Well, that was my
This
faction.
makes sense. No, it's not.
No, because you haven't even done your faction turns.
Yeah, the faction turn is what your faction is doing, and basically you just say they're running around helping people isn't really a mechanical thing you can do. I should have opened the book a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, then I need to rethink my plan because that was my write-up. You said
No, I
keep it
mean
simple.
that's fine. I'm gonna help you try to turn that into a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
You said keep it simple, so I did.
You went too
Okay,
simple.
So my new project is to usurp Shiv and the librarians, and Nepi will be for the elves.
Should be under running world. Oh,
I thought that was
I'm
always the
pretty-
plan.
I'm pretty sure that is plausible and of a low difficulty. So yeah, that's only going to cost me 1 Dominion. So yeah.
well, no, then it costs you all of the extra Dominion that Shiv wants to throw at it to stop you.
That's all right. I'm pretty sure I could out Dominion
Ah.
him.
I've only got 12
Yeah, I can out Dominion.
because I only just learned that we got 2 extra story Dominion.
Well, I mean, the cost also goes up just because he's blocking you.
It's all right. He can block me until I throw him out the spaceship.
All right, faction turns. So it looks, Shiv, like you are trying to do what's called an internal action.
I believe so.
Common faction actions. That's external. Build strength, internal. Be that. What's this do? Spend interest. Oh, that's a different thing. Alright, so what you're doing doesn't really have a thing. So unfortunately, there's only like here's a complete list. There are 3 internal actions you can take because none of the external ones are really going to help you at the moment. No, I take that back. You could in theory consider this internal just because it's inside your own city, but that's not the point. What you're doing with your faction, you could easily just say that they're doing that off on the side. But if you are trying to fuck with Lucky Rabbit, you can take an external action, because external just means outside of your own faction, has nothing to do with city limits or any of that. It's called extend interest. The short write-up is increase their influence over another faction. So if you're trying to fuck with Lucky Rabbit, your faction can take the extend influence to basically, as it sounds, start influencing Lucky Rabbit's faction. Basically, all influence does is you can spend it, I think. Yeah, you can spend it when she's trying to do something later on to take a penalty to it. You could also, if you have influence with an ally, use it to increase or to help them, but considering you're going to somebody who is quite literally your nemesis at this point.
Yep.
Because unfortunately you haven't lost any cohesion based on what's gone on. Although, I guess if Karsa wanted to, you could, in theory, take the restore cohesion internal action.
Yeah, you could do that.
The problem is you haven't lost any cohesion points, so we kind of just be using that as a foundational thing of when you roll your
societal unity.
yeah.
Unless that's an expressly pointed thing. I would assume that's meant to be for narrative.
Yeah. And that's what I'm getting at. Is if Karsa's willing, you could roll for restore cohesion to basically mitigate future problems with.
My current cohesion is 1. My max cohesion is also 1.
Yeah,
No.
because we're only power 1. If you hit cohesion 0, your faction falls apart.
Ah.
But what I'm getting as Karsa we could manipulate this to not do anything right now, but in the in the future, or I guess this would kind of start going toward making the cyber affliction problem less prominent inside Nepi, or at least inside Shiv's faction.
Yeah, inside the Shiv's faction. I could see that.
So, internal action of restore cohesion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do have to roll for this.
Okay, what am I?
You
are
should,
they?
on your thing, you should see an action die. You should roll that. Now, let me
Under
find.
the faction thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think you have to roll over your trouble amount.
So, don't roll a 1. Got it. Because my trouble is 2 presently.
To make a trouble check, roll all the factions' action die. If the number rolled is greater, then yeah.
Well. Is this another one of the ones that I've got to click this, then click another frickin' thing?
Yeah, because you can get bonuses based on if people are spending interest on you.
Hooray, I rolled over.
All right, so
I really hate that some of these things have that mechanic, but it doesn't always bring it to the front.
yeah, so basically the impact of whatever this has to do, because doing a modification, is going to be completely on Karsa.
Well, that was my
and you, I guess.
command.
Yeah, you guys can go and talk about that on the outside to figure out exactly what that's
I
going to
mean, due to the fact that you're not there, that kind of causes issues with your faction as is. But you still are successful in allowing for cohesion to be restored. The only thing is, you still have to deal with the people's resentment to the elves.
Does that constitute a trouble that is picked up by his faction?
Yes.
Hooray.
I'm
now-
sorry to do that to you, Shiv, but at least you got to benefit. I mean, it would have mattered because you rolled a 5.
Yes. I am now 3. I am now 3 out of 6 trouble.
You just said you were at 1. It shouldn't have increased.
No, I had 2. I said just don't roll 1 because my my current.
Oh,
trouble
no,
is
you
2.
have to roll over, not equal to or over. Over.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, now I
so
have 3.
It's B.
Yeah. So on your next faction turn,
Problems.
you can take what's called an act changed, and you can basically roll to remove that.
And you do get 2 faction turns this time, so you can
And so-
do that.
If that's an issue you want to address right now, then you just roll another trouble die, and if you get a 4 or higher, it'll go away. Failing does nothing.
I'll just let things ride for now.
Which she just gave you a second faction turns.
Screw it. Then I'll do the roll to try and enact change.
Well, before you roll,
Sweet.
if you want to let it ride, you can start fucking with Lucky Rabbit and go for influence in that, but the increase in trouble will make that harder. Whereas if you deal with the enact change now to remove that resentment, it'll make doing any future faction turns easier.
Okay, let's try to remove the resentment.
Okay.
Damn.
Didn't get around to it
You
this time.
Is that when you
Oh.
rolled the nat 1 and your faction turned in on themselves? Oh damn, you rolled 2.
No, it doesn't matter what you roll on D6. A failure just means nothing.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, there's no critical failure.
The resentment
backlash.
still exists.
Which I guess kind of makes sense. You basically came back after 6 months. And you're just like, stop it, and they're like, Fuck you.
Yeah, except see, because they're techno monks, right? They're all doing it by like literally disco dancing.
Oh,
Like,
you
techno Viking.
I get Shiv. I leave this up to you. You could have come back, and the whole "let's enslave the elves" is back on the table. I leave it. It's completely up to you. It's your faction, man.
I mean, your faction would do that.
Yeah, they would. Shiv would never approve. We do not enslave other people. We are above that.
Apparently not.
Crowd's like, yeah, above, damn right. Russell's chains.
Which
Okay,
pissed
so
me off.
is that it for
Yeah, that's my super amazing shit.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you did some stuff. You did
Oh.
some stuff. You failed some stuff. You know, potentially people have died, but hey, you know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Alright, who's
Okay.
next?
Okay, Lord Fuckwad.
Who's next?
Well, see, here's the question: is the enslave the elves back on the table?
Yes.
Okay, then.
The
But
elves
wait,
are
wait.
board
Has
games.
it been enacted, or just the higher ups in Shiv's faction just kind of like maybe we should go back to doing that?
It's not been enacted yet.
Maybe we should try. Aren't there some elves pointing guns at us?
No, they're only pointing guns at themselves. Don't you understand? They need us. Blah 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 blah.
Curious. Would I roll for this, or would the DM roll for this?
What?
For what percentage of site secure personnel in Nepi would be elves? Because we employ basically anyone who wants the job.
I think I started you out with 300 people in your site secure.
So roll a D300 for a percentage.
I mean, the elves represented a very small percentage of the population of
Yeah.
Scorpio anyway, so probably wouldn't be
You know what?
all that much.
It'd probably be somewhere in the region of like maybe 20 or 30.
Yeah.
I was
I was
more than
thinking
giving it.
50. I was thinking about 50, but
Oh, you mean
with
total
that
number. I was going
throughout the
percentage.
entire area.
Yeah,
but-
I was thinking percentage as well.
Yeah,
I
I
was thinking people, but okay. Yeah.
I was thinking like 5 to 7%. You said like 20. I'm like, oh damn, okay. And I thought you meant
I mean,
percentage, not like total number.
I mean, Riley did go to talk to her family. You never know; some could have surfaced, realizing it's finally safe.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they've known for a long time. They just didn't want to integrate with the space jellyfish
Ooh, integrate.
and those weirdos that live inside it. You know, like all those bald dudes with their books.
That's part of
Actually
it.
want to enslave them.
That is definitely part of it.
I've tried to integrate.
And now that the cyber-psychosis has happened, it's basically rehashing the past.
Yeah, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to explain the definition of Luddite and how it's bad.
And then
Which
explain.
is good because I have an intelligence of 19, so I've definitely read a book which covers that.
So
But the main thing for my faction turn is effectively I'm going to start slowly taking over Opus.
okay.
At least as far as law enforcement and security goes. Because they're currently having a coup. There are active groups attempting to overthrow what little government remains within the city. Plus, there's been all those problems. Also, a lot of the people from the city did leave over the last, year-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's almost 2,000 cases of cyber-psychosis.
Oh, that's
Yeah, there's
less than I
that as
thought it
well.
was.
Well, considering a lot of people left to go to the other cities when they were being made. Plus, there's also that large chunk of people that got diced by
Okay.
Opus.
Yeah, you guys pretty much gutted Opus.
No, it's still alive. Oh, you mean the city?
People.
All right. I can help you out mechanically with this, Nav. I just have a couple questions for Karsa, and then I can walk you through this.
Okay.
How many factions are there in Opus? There's at least 2, because there's Ignis's and the city, and the council.
There's probably about 6.
Okay. Can you name a couple of them, aside from Ignis's? That he's in the city, but he's not a city faction.
Well, there is the PD.
Okay, done. You don't need to go any further.
Okay.
So
There's the what?
the PD,
The
police
PD.
department.
Right.
So Nav, you're the easiest way for Riley to do this is to start extending influence into the police department faction. And you'll do something that Kormac did eventually, is once you feel you have enough influence, you can destroy the faction, which basically means Kormac had it as he folded them into himself. For you, it's just like you have enough influence that you have assimilated into them, and that faction no longer exists because it's just yours.
Yeah, that is exactly what the intent is over time. Is we are going to, and I quote from my project, we the Popo, we are going to OCP the DPD.
Yeah. All right. So.
During martial law, okay.
Hey,
I mean, they
you
are
always
the
need more
PMC.
security. Yeah, you always need more security when it comes to martial law.
Yeah, so the way this will work out is you're going to extend interest probably at least twice, I think. I would have to read the attack arrival. And then once you feel you have enough influence, you'll attack a rival. And if you succeed, you'll quote-unquote destroy them. Like, again, Kormac didn't destroy the blue-collar workers faction. He's just like, we want the same thing. Why don't you just come with me? The faction was quote-unquote destroyed, but Kormac didn't kill anybody. It's just like, nope, you're with me now.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of taking over the interest and basically buying out a smaller company.
Yeah. Attack arrival. This is a lot of paragraphs.
It really is.
Assailant, defender roll contest. The feature used on margin. Okay, I don't care about that. The assailant wins. The defender must make some choices. Lose a point of cohesion. Okay, so Karsa, what is the power rating of the PD? And that's the power rating is 1 through 5, and that just determines their action die. Also, how big they are. Like, note that all of our
power
factions currently
rating
are power
is
1.
2.
Okay. So this is gonna be a little. This is gonna be some. This is gonna be hard, Nav, because you're gonna have to attack them twice. At a minimum, because they can choose to do another thing. But what extending interest will do? Because you can just attack them right now and attempt to fuck up their cohesion here and now. But what interest will do is you'll be able to take that interest, burn it, and add it to your roll.
Yes, that's effectively what we spend some time doing by, aiding with the security and protection of the people. And essentially, this is going on at all 3 locations, ensuring that people are kept safe from those who are suddenly going apeshit and murdering and such like. And
Yeah,
with
well,
the problems going on in Opus, the cops do have a lot on their plate, considering that they're basically put in place under martial law. So they do need other security to assist.
Yeah, so you're going to take the extend interest action. Now, Karsa has a choice to make before we go any further with this. So with the extend interest, the faction, the quote-unquote attacking faction, in this case, Site Secure, has to roll a contest versus the defending faction, aka the police department. unless the police department chooses to accept the influence, because influence is not always bad. Because a faction that has influence in another can spend that influence to help them on their own power rolls.
Right now, because of the fact they're dealing with a martial law and a coup, they're not interested in causing more problems. They will work with Site Secure
All right, so
for this
that,
moment in
so
time.
Riley, that effectively means you don't need to roll. You automatically win that roll, and you have 1 point of influence with the Opus Police Department.
How do we track this?
It's on your faction sheet.
Is that a faction sheet from the player or the faction?
Karsa gave me a separate sheet for my faction, but I think
Yeah, we have that. for all
You
of them.
should have
Yeah,
a faction sheet.
so
for
on your
Site
faction,
Secure.
when you get to your faction sheet, in the center column, the bottom thing where you'll see interest, you're going to add an interest, and it'll be the Opus Police Department.
It's not Opus PD, it's Opus PD.
Yes.
I mean, they could be on opioids. You don't know.
Opus.
Could be.
Opus.
Yeah, so we'll put one interest in there.
Yep. Now, note that should like some shit go down and somebody else attacks the Opus PD to try to destroy them, you can burn that interest to add to their power roll to basically help them defend. Because that is effectively somebody trying to do what you're doing, but you're just like, oh, wait, no, I want, no, knock it off. I'm gonna do it.
So in other words, at this time, you're working with the PD. Now there may be a point where you decide, nah, I'm just gonna take over the PD. That's when we will have a fight.
Note that you cannot have more than 12 points of influence in any particular faction. It's limited to twice your power die.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're gonna let it get that high. Note, though, Nav, you could sit by and let another faction attack them and let that faction win, because that'll basically take the Opus PD, drop its cohesion by 1, and then you can come in and take the other cohesion. Now we're getting into the political games, and the machinations, and the subterfuge, and the intrigue.
Which also comes with more mechanical shit.
Not really. Everything I just said is exactly the same.
Pretty much stays there.
All right. Are we all getting 2 faction turns?
Yes. Ooh.
All right, Nev. What you got for number 2?
Was that 'cause I was loud?
No, you can just do the same thing again. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, I'm considering that's probably the ideal thing.
All right, so will the Opus PD accept the second point of influence from Site Secure? Basically under the exact same premise?
No.
All right, this time you are going to have to roll.
And I've already done my roll.
Dare they?
So you're rolling a 1d6, Nav, versus Karsa's 1d8.
Absolutely atrocious. I hate this already.
Yeah, you fail. You fail.
Note that failing doesn't remove your other point of interest. You just don't gain the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're 50-50 on the faction turns for everybody.
Yep. All right, so Raiden,
Yo.
you ready to do
Yellow
yours?
swagfish?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. What's the first thing you do?
Well, is this before Raiden knows about the cyber-psychosis and all that stuff? or like during?
This is during.
Quarantine. City goes in lockdown.
Keep in
So
mind, you
Dawnfell
would
is
be
going in lockdown
informed.
as well.
Yeah, you would be informed fairly quick from like this starting to be
Yeah.
an actual problem, because like I effectively my character gets like daily updates on shit by
Gotcha.
one of my abilities, so I
Yeah,
would inform the rest of the group.
We're doing lockdown.
Okay. The same thing that is happening over in Nepi is happening with you. Only it's the dwarves. Your people. Your
They're trying to
Mixisms
exploit they're trying to exploit the dwarves.
are trying to exploit the dwarves.
Son of a bitch. See, this is where I'm a be good. I'm a be good. But well, the first thing then I guess is no, fuck y'all. You're not doing that. Purely because remember, y'all were slaves too at one point,
Mm-hmm.
so not happening.
But the resentment is still there. The dwarves are kind of. They're definitely resenting the dwarves because the dwarves are, for some reason, no matter what, they are not affected by any of the cyber-psychosis because they don't have anything to be affected by.
We're going in lockdown too. So I guess we're gonna try to get rid of the resentment,
Okay.
which increases which gives me an extra trouble point, doesn't it?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! I got 4 trouble now.
That's bad, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's real bad. You might want to spend your faction turns getting rid of that shit.
Yeah, no, I already had a current trouble of 3 to begin with.
Yeah, that's bad. Because if your trouble ever hits equal to your 6 for us, I forgot the actual term for it, your faction also falls apart. I have the sheet open. I can just fucking look. Okay, max trouble. Yeah, it's just equal to your maximum roll on a power die.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna try. God damn it! Try again. Fuck.
No, you're not.
Jesus Christ, why are you guys in city so racist?
Well, you know what that means? Raiden's gonna go on a purge.
You know what that means? You guys need more drugs.
That too.
Going to go on a purge.
Yup.
Wow. What kind of purge?
No, that'd probably really increase my trouble, and I don't want that. However, there is the punishment system of low grade punishment based on an infraction, but it's a case of, well, if you're gonna start causing trouble, then you know what?
Get in your
Come
damn
here.
cage.
Yeah. You guys want to remember what it's like to try to exploit someone else? Then I'm gonna remind you what it's like.
Okay. So you're
Yeah,
not.
this makes sense why you failed your rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Your people are not happy with you at all. And you also have
Understandable.
the worst of all of the cities. Your cyber-psychosis is the highest.
That's why I tried going in lockdown, but no. Had to get rid of the bullshit and everything.
So your lockdown, you're kind of, you got problems, lots of problems, and people are nervous. If not nervous, they're hiding in their houses, or
That's why I
there's
wanted an
dissension
actual
where
lockdown.
there's during times of eating when they are with people, they are fighting with each other. It's kind of like a prison yard.
God damn it.
Yeah. When people who you think are going to be okay, suddenly they start just attacking. Your city is your particular city. The hospitals are full.
Well, shit. Okay.
So,
Well, not much else I can do because I tried.
yeah, until you get there.
I can't burn a Dominion for
Right.
any of that, can I?
No.
No, unfortunately.
What Dominion projects would do is you could just be like, I'm gonna make this a Dominion project to make this problem fucking go away.
I wish I could.
No, you can.
You can.
Not from the trouble. You're stuck with those. What I mean is, getting rid of the cyber-psychosis is a Dominion project.
Oh.
Now, granted,
Then
it'll only
shit.
affect your city.
Then is there? By
I
chance-
take that back. I take that back. If multiples of us pool Dominion, we could wipe it out from the planet.
Yeah, you could.
I would actually be willing to do that. I would actually retract one of those actions to try to get rid of the cyber-psychosis.
That has
No,
nothing
that's
to do-
something we got to do on the planet.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with your factions. That is a a you thing, not a faction.
Okay,
not a faction.
burning Dominion.
We're
Like actual
doing
player
faction turns right
Dominion.
now.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're going to be doing the rest next. So,
I mean, I gotta pull up that number anyway. So keep going.
let's see here. We have
Yes, fuck.
currently done everyone but you, Kormac.
You're
So, it's your turn for faction turns.
1 second. Make sure I'm on the right page. What the fuck is that?
I thought you kept multiple instances open for this reason.
What? No. I do that when I'm running a game, not when I'm a player in it.
Oh. Fair enough.
Alright, there's the table. Oh, that's gonna be costly. I don't know if the 4 of us together have enough for that.
Oh, shit.
Alright. So faction turns. Now, originally, before all this nonsense went down, I had plans, Karsa. I had plans.
But for once, she messed up you.
Yeah, I was gonna start fucking with the Solari and putting influence into them.
Oh. So that is
Now
one
I
of the
can't.
that is one of the factions.
Oh, they're still on
No.
planet?
Some of them are.
Oh, maybe plans have not changed.
Nope. Never mind. Everything's back to normal.
Not many are on planet, but there are a few.
Is it enough that they would have faction influence on the planet?
Yes.
Cool, plans are unchanged.
It's like, is it enough that they are still basically known as the Assassin's Guild?
So yes, we are going to try to extend influence in the Solari. In so far as Kormac is trying to find those who are not fully convinced by the Solari doctrine and turn them.
Oh. Okay.
That's just the fluff version of it. Still just the extended influence section.
All right. Solari is still 2 compared to your 1.
That's fine. This was gonna be hard.
I almost could make them 3, but they're 2. Because of the fact
That they got run out of the city?
Yeah. Or
Alright.
they're in hiding. A lot of them are in hiding.
Yeah, let's try this.
Yeah.
See what this D6 go. I got a 4!
Okay, so you are successful in finding
Aha!
a select few,
I'm
about
fuck up your
20, and that were in hiding. Now, how did you manage to find them?
You think anybody can hide from me?
No.
This is just after Kormac got back. There was just he would just spend hours roaming the wastelands with that, you know, the thing of I can see through anything.
Uh-huh.
So one day he just, you know, came across a small enclave hiding out in the wasteland or wherever they happened to be, and just, you know, did his normal coming through the ceiling.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So,
Except while looking, he managed to find he made sure that when he came through the ceiling that there was a couch, and he landed right on the couch.
You just imagine, hey guys, how's your health insurance?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not the health insurance. It's just lands on the couch, beer in hand, one leg over the other. All right, well, we're gonna talk.
and I'm sure that there will be quite a few that will be very startled and pull their weapons. And then you say you're gonna talk. They're gonna say, about what?
About you being on the losing side. How about we change that?
What do you mean?
You think I'm done? Think I'm just gonna go home, sit there, and do nothing? No. Blenjeel's still an enemy.
You're not
means
done
your
with
leaders-
Blenjeel?
Hell no. Which means your leaders are still my enemy. Which means you are currently still my enemy. But we can change that.
How?
That's simple. You start working for me. Good news is you don't have to do anything you aren't already doing. Spies, double agents, informants, all that good stuff. Except, you do it for me. When time's right, I call on you, and we make the Solari go away. You get to keep living. Not only do you get to keep living, you get to keep living a far better life than you would under. Because I won't control you with fear. In fact, I won't control you at all. Once this is done, if you want to go on your merry way, I'll see that it happens.
And with that, they know enough about your reputation. They know that you have destroyed Vepo, practically. Every single one of the bases there is destroyed. They know that. They also know that they've been left behind.
Here's the and remember, I reward loyalty, not subservience. That is a big difference.
What do we have to do?
Well, they left you behind, didn't they? But I'm assuming you're still in contact with them, right?
Yes.
Then nothing you aren't already doing. Whatever information you get from them, you feed to me.
And you'll leave
All you
us
have-
alone?
Not unless you want to come live with us, but that might get in the way of you being a double agent.
If you'll leave us alone, we'll do that.
Very good. But that goes both ways. If you get plans for, or if you get orders to come and attack my people, you tell me about it, and we'll set up a way to make sure that that doesn't happen, and you guys don't get killed for it. If that is burning your covers with them, and you have to come hide out with me, so be it.
So be it.
Now be outside your front door. Be outside that at dawn every day, and we can talk.
All right.
Note that I won't be there. You'll be talking to a voice in the sky, as my friends like to call it.
Yes, because it's funny.
And then he'll actually just walk out the front door.
Had nobody died. Damn. Nice roll. Congratulations on that.
Faction turn 2. This is an interesting one. So I considered getting rid of the prone to internal power struggles trouble. And then I realized I can't. I need to maintain at least 2 trouble to maintain my Dominion income.
Okay. So your faction turn 2 is what'd you say?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
How does faction dominion work?
If you use gather strength and that they can also do Dominion projects, they however cannot achieve impossible tasks. They can only go up to improbable.
Yeah, because I've got 3 faction dominion.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna gather strength. I thought about throwing interest toward Raiden or Shiv's factions, but don't think we're gonna need that at the moment.
All right. Well,
It's just a D6. If I roll a 3 or higher, I get a.
yeah.
Nope, got a 1. Didn't get shit.
This is
Bum,
the
bum.
3rd time you've tried to strengthen yours and failed.
I mean, it makes sense. I got a couple faction Dominion. It's just all the Dominion projects I want to do, they can't do. So I'm not hyper concerned about it.
All right. Now that we have completed all of the faction turns
For the people who are here.
for the people who are here, we will deal with Ignis. No, probably next week, unless.
I mean, you could talk to him over Discord and just get the rolls, and then we can just fill us in.
Well, I know that he's wanting to do something before you guys left, and that was to deal with the shrine on Vepo.
Oh, that's just easy enough as he spends the resources and it's done. That's like
Yeah.
a faction thing.
Um,
So like, unless he wants to narratively do a whole scene for it, that's done.
no,
That's
I don't think he really wants to do that. He also did say that his influence moves to the PC factions towards his own, so he's basically just wanting to gather strength for both of his. And I'll make
Yeah.
rolls for that.
I mean, I just talk to him about it and have him make his rolls off air, and then just fill us in next week.
Yeah, so we'll see about that next week. In the meantime,
We're still on the ship. We should probably make plans.
yeah.
I thought we were back on the planet.
Well, no, you will be on the planet by the time you finally get there. It's been a long time since you've been gone.
Yeah, the space lanes have been shut down for the area.
Damn, that I cannot do any Dominion project I wanted to do because I have to be there.
I mean,
So, you do manage to get back. And then that gate closes permanently.
No.
And now you're stuck in Scorpio 3's area until you figure out what you're gonna do about it. What's your
Like
plans when you see that the gate just disappears?
So just describe these gates for me.
Gates are the size of a battleship cruiser could go through. Okay.
Right.
And what they're used is basically a jump to the next system, kind of like they loop upon. I don't know,
Okay.
upon each other.
So when you say disappears, does it like light speed itself out, or does it just like fuck off into dark space? Or detonate?
It detonates.
Is there a warning that that's going to happen?
Yes.
Cool. Shiv, deal with that.
Time to hack shit! Yay! I'm in the wrong character sheet. I'm still in the faction sheet.
Yeah. Once we get a warning, I'll look at my my 2 tech bros and tech sister and be like, yeah, how about you guys stop that from happening and we take the gate?
Hmm.
They want to cut us off? Fine, fuck them.
Okay. Yeah. Shiv will go to the window closest to it, and what's the distance for a head crash?
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, you can
Yes.
see it. It's
There you go.
It's
There's your
as-
distance.
as large as the battle cruiser, larger than the battle cruiser itself.
Well, then head crash it so that the self-destruct never activates. Everything else remains perfectly intact. Oh, and the Empire can no longer access it remotely.
So
Well,
you're,
yeah, that-
you're basically gonna hack it so that the Empire no longer can use it.
Yeah, we're taking control of it.
Networking is the other book.
Yep. It's the lexicon.
I controlled F in the wrong book.
Yo. Well, so my thought here is, guys, taking control of it literally doesn't do anything for us right now. Because
No.
if it's cut off from literally every other gate, then there's very little difference between us controlling it and it being detonated. Except for the fact of the long run. We can start contacting factions outside the system.
I look at Kormac and I'd be like, oh, I 100% know where you're going with this.
Yup. Independent network.
If it's
So-
disabled,
Exactly.
destroyed. If it's disabled, we can reverse engineer it, make others, or connect this to others ourselves.
Exactly.
Yes, that was the point of the head crash.
Raiden's already out of the airlock. Just floating to it.
Is your tail doing the tails thing? Are you in fact in a seated position, helicoptering your tail?
Oh, I love it. Yes, that's
You know
what's
what? Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, we're
Hold on, see,
standing there
that-
looking out at this giant ring in space, like, oh my god, it's so impressive, the technology that goes into this, and we just hear like waka 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 as he
Well, I mean, yeah, you go to do that.
Floating
Kormac
in
goes,
from the side.
follows you out, grabs you, throws you back in. The goddamn shuttle's faster.
Shove it, no, it's just-
We are chaos. We are chaos incarnate.
you
Uh,
guys want to go and jump on that thing and dissect it?
I mean, the point of Raiden just going to it.
well, no, I want you on it too.
Yeah.
And a couple of Riley's people, and preferably Riley and Shiv, to basically make sure it is completely cut off from any other network
I mean,
until we reactivate it.
that is literally what head crash does. Let me
Right,
copy
but-
and paste it.
I get it. Just I like redundancy checks because it makes me
makes
feel safe.
Yeah, it makes sense to go and check the thing out as well.
Also, removing the self-destruct might not be a bad idea.
When-
Yeah, that's why.
That's
when we
why.
look at this-
That's what it literally calls out. That it disables anything barring functions spared by the Godbound.
What I mean by removing it, the self-destruct is like going
Oh,
through
it's
and
getting
removing
rid-
all of the actual explosive parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like I
the
will kill all
implosion
the
explosives. Yeah.
explosives.
Yeah.
You guys can do whatever you want with the electronics. It probably means there's a button in a control room marked detonate everything, that when you hit it, it now plays Karma Chameleon.
I mean, here's the thing. It also means we also have our own system rings star station.
Yeah,
That's
we got there in the end.
actually good point. That's actually the good point. When we look at this thing, are we talking like it's a mechanical ring in space that just does what it does, or is this like a space station?
It's a space station.
Oh hell yeah! So we've just taken over a relay.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
it is
it-
empty. The space station is empty.
Don't forget, technically, before we left Scorpio, there is one other thing we picked up.
What did we
Oh,
do?
that thing ain't
Or
space
not
ready yet.
Scorpio,
Calm down.
Honestly, that's what Raiden would have been fixing before we left.
What
well,
did you pick up?
we got the information of shit's going wrong basically as soon as we
Yeah.
finished with the Emperor.
Gotcha. So yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the thing's not space worthy yet.
Oh, wait,
The Thane capital
Free
ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna have honestly, dude, you're gonna have to rip that thing into pieces and rebuild it up in orbit.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so tell us what head crash is so that the people who are listening to it knows what it is.
Because I am very good at condensing shit, head crash basically allows me to destroy certain functions of devices or just fry completely. Last time you would have seen it was with the Thane capital ship.
Yeah.
Shiv made sure they could not leave the fucking planet. It would be space worthy, but it could also could not be blown up or it could not take off so long as he kept it there.
So it was considered a brick for a while.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it got used like a brick too.
yeah, I was about to say.
Got thrown at someone. Like, someone got a spaceship landed on their head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Kormac.
That was this ship. Okay, so this is the Thane capital ship, which has a
Said-
Kormac
Yup.
shaped dent in the bottom of it.
There's
Yes.
a
Like I
Kormac shaped
said-
hole in the bottom of it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a full-on Kormac shaped hole. Fair enough.
Like I said, it was literally used like as a brick.
Yeah.
So,
So
you
this is
guys
the
do
thing,
manage
the
to keep
Thane-
the warp gate open. Well, not
Oh no,
keep it from
it's
disappearing.
closed.
It's closed, but it's not going to disappear. It's not going to.
It saved us from having to learn a whole nother form of quantum.
Well, I mean, to go into the RP of it, it's like, well, now that we have it, I think our best bet is to keep it as a first warning system for now.
Yeah,
Early
if the
warning
Empire. I mean, it's disabled. Nothing can go through it until it's reactivated,
Yeah, but
and
if
it can
they
no
wanted
longer.
if the Empire wanted to come back for whatever reason, it means they're coming through dark space. I would much rather
Fair.
have an early warning on it.
Fair.
If they wanted to use this, they'd have to send a signal to re-enable it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah, if we have that set to, rather than re-enable the gate on that access, if that comes through and simply alerts us that they are attempting to open it.
I mean, I could easily set up a system for that. That's just basic hacking
well, I mean,
and basic
Is-
programming.
Oh yeah,
is there like a single piece you can just disconnect so that the gate just cannot function that way, but maintain its sensors, communications, and life support and all that?
Yes, that would also fall under head crash. Anything spared by the Godbound remains functional. Anything else can get fried. Although we could, again,
Well-
go and remove physical bombs.
I only wanted you to take out the self-destruct because I wanted to manually shut it down for this reason, so that we can keep it.
Mhm.
Now you have to fix it.
Good thing I know shit.
Yep, it's all right. You achieved the goal. Just a little more. Take a little longer to get it going than I want, but that's fine. We're good.
And shut it down faster.
Yeah, that's fine. Not bad. I'm just disappointed not fucking with you.
But yeah, I can just do the programming thing with a subroutine to warn us instead of opening.
Yeah.
Because they will try to signal it again when they realize it hasn't blown up.
So we're also going to need some volunteers from each one of our groups to man the station.
Yes, I'm gonna go to my people and say, "Hey, who wants to go live in space?"
I'll see about the dwarves wanting to go.
I look away for
Because-
a moment, look like I'm doing some mental math, and then I look back and be like, yeah, I've got about 30 people I can put on that right now.
All right. Because this also gives us a base of operations to work off of. Because I'm pretty sure if capital ships can go through this, there might be a repair base somewhere. Maybe not for ships that size, but look at Raiden.
I
If you
mean-
can get the dwarves on it, we might be able to get a star yard out here.
Oh yeah, I mean, once I can at least even land, touch the dang thing, I'll be able to tell if there's a repair bay or not, roughly.
I mean, worst case scenario, we accidentally press the wrong button and destroy the entirety of reality.
That'd be you.
Do that.
I can,
Well, I mean, then it's no longer our problem, so whatever.
But
Yeah.
reality would also no longer be our problem.
Yeah, have you heard of the bomb disposal theory of work? Either I'm right, or it's no longer my problem. That's
fair.
basically the situation you just described.
There!
I mean, keep in mind, if you are not here to experience reality, does it actually happen?
Yeah, exactly. But,
Maybe reality ends the moment you die.
maybe.
So,
Actually, we know it doesn't.
Well, it's just because the person creating reality hasn't died yet. Anyway, the point is, why don't we have this conversation in a much more beneficial location? To which I then direct everyone to the shuttle bays. We go to hop on a shuttle.
Yeah, well, I mean, I figured we could have this conversation while we're...
Yeah, we have the rest of our conversation as we're like montaging heading over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably rubbing Raiden on
Because,
things. Be like, do you detect a repair bay?
I don't
because,
know.
Here's
I'm
the
not on
thing.
it yet.
Here's the thing, Riley and gentlemen. If the Empire wants to cut us off and claim us independent, then we're gonna need our own ships.
Sure.
Which, give me like 5 minutes. I could probably whip something up to call down the dwarves.
Oh, well, we don't have FTL, and if this is on the fringe of the system, conventional thrusters, they're gonna take a month or two to get here?
Yeah.
Well, I can at least start getting them here.
Yeah, well, before we do that, we need to head back and make sure everything's alright. Or it didn't get more out of control, or it doesn't get more out of control that time. But, yeah, Riley, if you got some people on the ship, a few that are willing to stay behind and at least, look out for the thing, then cool.
Yeah, we'll put together a security team to head over, clear the structure, make sure it's safe.
Yeah, oh,
and
Shiv,
keep it locked down.
Mhm.
you wouldn't happen to know, or wouldn't happen to have a list of neighboring, ideally adjacent systems that have a gate on them, do you?
Shiv just pulls up the star map. We literally had a map for a time.
You did.
Yeah, but did that tell us which systems had gates?
No, it
Oh,
did not.
you know what? Does the gatehouse have one?
Have a list?
Yeah,
A former list? Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
perfect. So, long-term goals, guys. At least this is what I'm thinking, and I'm open to suggestions or modifications on this. We get a few ships of our own going. We
Start
ping
sending
out.
out envoys.
Yeah, we ping out some nearby gates. See what kind of signals we get. This is going to require some deception, which I'm not really a fan of, but is it possible for you guys to make it look like the signal's coming from a different gate?
Oh yeah, that'd probably be easily for Shiv and Nav. I could build something for it.
Now,
Easy enough programming.
I will point out, if we do this, as soon as we start, that will be a call to war.
Okay.
Or at minimum, an easy sign of aggression.
I mean,
We should
Like-
be able to. We should be able to at least, without making direct contact, effectively ping the network to see what's there. Shouldn't arouse too much notice
Well,
initially.
what-
'Cause, I
what
mean,
I mean
in
is-
theory, the gates should have to ping each other anyway.
yeah. What I mean is, once we go to take over one, that's
Oh
a clear sign of aggression.
I mean, there's likely other systems that are not as
Yeah.
interested in control and such like as well. So it's also possible
think-
we may get into contact with other systems that would prefer to be independent,
Shit, what were you saying?
which could be beneficial.
There was a lot of Thane-controlled space for a long ass time.
Yeah, but they're way
If
on
we
the
wait
other
long
side.
enough, if we wait long enough, we can also ping them too.
Well, yeah, obviously I would tap them
Because
as an
the
ally. but-
Empire kind of abandoned a lot of space just trying
Yeah.
to keep the things off their own ass.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, we talk to them and we tap them as an ally. Because the Empress thinks she's clever. By cutting us off like this and saying we're quote-unquote independent, she's attempting to construct a scenario where we have to come crawling back for help.
Which also means likely nobody knows we've been cut off either.
Well, if they're quarantining us, everybody's gonna know. Now, they may lie and say that the system is completely uninhabitable and everybody in it's dead. Basically write us off as a dead system and a hazard. That would be fun to throw back in their face, but that's wishful thinking. But I refuse to go crawling back. I'll die first.
Well, pretty much made that apparent.
Indeed.
No, I was willing to be civil with them until this. Now I have no reason to ever engage them again.
I mean, you did tell the bear you wanted to be left alone. You told every Celestial pretty much that we've run into that you want to be left alone.
Yeah, me. Not kill everyone on the planet. I don't speak for everyone.
Well, they didn't kill anybody. They are leaving you left alone. Like you
Voice
asked.
in the sky? Voice in the sky?
Yes.
No. No spinning.
Okay. No spinning. All right.
You're the GM, not the spin doctor.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
I mean, sometimes yes. But I told Sappy this. I was willing to play nice. Not ally nice, but not outright hostility nice. You know, that I'm over here, you guys are over there, and
Neutrality.
yeah, and set up trade agreements. I'd have been fine with that. Now I'm pissed off. Because there's a difference between me saying, me and the people that follow me don't want anything to do with you, and them taking that and applying it to everyone on the planet. Because I'm pretty sure, Raiden, correct me if I'm wrong, you were trying to set up a trade deal for metals with the Empire. Shiv, I believe you were trying to do something similar with something in the cave.
Yeah. Can't remember what it was now.
I actually had a pretty good thing going, and then fuck me, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not going to apologize for you guys getting sucked into this with me.
No, you're fine.
No, we're ride or die at this point.
So yeah. Now, granted, this plan is going to take years to pull off. Luckily for us, food's not an issue.
Yeah. Just get me on that thing. I can tell you what it's got.
Time is literally not an issue.
Yeah. Their biggest mistake wasn't making me mad. It was putting us behind a curtain and forgetting about us.
Because, I mean, there's plenty of asteroids around, just floating around.
Dude, there's like 2 or 3 dead inhospitable planets in the system. I would prefer you didn't strip mine all of them.
I made you
Planning
want
would take
ships.
decades minimum.
I know. Like I said, I would prefer you didn't strip mine all of them.
I'm not gonna strip mine all. Just maybe one.
But-
How about we just hollow one out and turn it into a giant super weapon? How about that?
We all turn and look at Shiv.
Shiv takes a step back.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could
We're all
do something. I
doing
could do
that.
something like that.
If we're all doing that, there's going to be that moment where I'm like, Nah, it's too much effort.
Like I said, don't
Too much
get me
effort for
wrong,
very little payout.
Exactly.
I could legitimately do something like that, but the answer is no.
But yeah, Riley, you're right. This is gonna take years. I am just laying out the footprint. If you guys don't want to do
Yeah,
it,
I
that's
get you.
fine.
I'm down to, because I mean, I'd love to get some tech like this.
But
I
if we
think I've
want,
actually been roughly working on a smaller thing.
if we want to do anything more than just survive, if we want to thrive, we will have to expand outside of this system. But that means we're going to be stepping on toes at a minimum, kicking shins, breaking knees. Didn't want to do
Well-
it that way,
Well, I'll bring the
Now I have-
aluminum bat.
but now we have no choice. Well, we have a choice. The other one's not great. This means we lay out the main choices. We can go to the Empire and tell them we were wrong, please don't abandon us. But then you'll forever be on your knees in front of them. We can contact Blenjeel, change sides, say, we'll help you against the Empire. We just need you to come down here and fix this problem. If I look at everybody's faces, I'm going to assume that's a no.
Correct.
We do exactly what they think we're going to do. We sit here and we wither and die until they eventually come back to reclaim what quote-unquote is theirs.
I mean, at the very least, you, me, probably Kaya, would still be here based on the fact that you're a god of endurance. I don't even think you can age.
I don't know. Hasn't been long enough to check.
I
Or-
literally have dominion over time, and I guess Riley could eventually send us a pure electronic consciousness.
I think she already did that, but moving on. Or we tell them to go fuck themselves. We kick them in the teeth. We carve out our own part of the galaxy.
I kind of figured we were already going to do that.
I am giving you guys the option to give me a counter argument. So I'm not going to do this on my own. I'm not going to drag you guys into a full scale.
I mean, I kind of figured we were calling for war with them either way, just because of how shit they've literally been. They don't really
No.
give you much of a choice.
See, the simple thing is, in the situation right now, or, you know, let's just say the situation as of a day ago, the options were the Council or the Thane. And the Thanes were basically ripping through the galaxy with no concern for the systems and entire civilizations that they are destroying in order to get what they want. And arguably the Council essentially do much about the same thing, just much slower. And at least with a drawing of a smiley face, right?
Much more cordially.
Yes. But, you know, to quote an old phrase that I'm kind of fond of, there's iron fists under those velvet gloves.
Yeah.
The thing about it comes down to that there has never been another option. It's die by the Thanes, live by the Council, or nothing.
We've turned the
Now we have literally just started the third option. We don't necessarily need to be at active war with either of those two sides. Likely there will be a large amount of Thanes who are not interested in laying down arms and stopping conflict. After all, they were literally bred for war. That is their purpose. And a lot of them will cling to that purpose. Some will change, as we've seen that there are those who have changed away from that. But there's still likely to be some conflict there. Obviously not on the scale now that the Emperor is away. But we don't necessarily have to engage in open conflict with the Council.
No, but at least not right away. But as soon as we start taking gates, they're going to see that as an act of war.
Maybe.
I would.
Although, only it's likely if we effectively blockaded their ability to access those stations, those routes, they would then have to engage in conflict. It may
Or at the very
be
least,
more-
communication.
Well, at the very least, I would assume that they would be smart enough to at least attempt to talk to us prior to opening hostilities. On the off chance that they may be able to, they may at least think they can broker a deal that is beneficial to everyone and it stops hostilities. That would be the ideal. To then, sure, we have a conjoined transport system, but we basically keep each other at arm's length. Effectively, a no-fire pact. We have
Non-aggression
cooperative-
treaty.
Yeah, non-aggression treaty. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You're right. That would be
That
the
would be
ideal.
that would be the ideal. However, I am cynical as hell.
Same.
So that would be the hope. What's more
Well-
likely to happen is there would be some conflict. I don't necessarily know if, depending on once we actually get a chance to analyze this gate and find out just how high end this is, that may come to a thing. Maybe this technology is incredibly common and they could just destroy it, and then just rebuild new ones with better security, whatever. Maybe that's the thing. Or
I mean, then we
these
could do the
may
same thing.
literally be irreplaceable.
Well, we'll find out.
That's probably going to be an important deciding factor in if we end up with a, in giant quotation marks, peaceful cohabitation versus open conflict.
Well, as soon as we start taking other gates, we're cutting everybody else off until they talk to
This
us.
is my point of, do we necessarily need to take or simply reconnect? Though, of course, this is a definition for down the line.
Yeah. I mean,
When it comes to this gate, we're taking it.
I think we should take a couple more after this to solidify our own borders.
I mean,
But
the next system over that we were in had one, and it's basically a dead system, but there's no guarantee that they left that one there.
there's no quarantine there. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Because it is literally the next system over.
Yeah, but if you needed to cut somebody else off, you only need to cut off the one. You're a fucking smart egghead. You know how long it would take us to get to the next galaxy on conventional, or the next system on conventional thrusters.
True. Because literally the Thane army was doing that for whatever. Yeah, why weren't the Thane army taking advantage of the gates? Because every time we've heard about them, they're going to take a long ass time to get here because they're just using their regular travel.
They
I suppose we
might
could
have-
ask that. I suppose we could ask Thurgan.
I think that was more in terms of because they were planet hopping.
Fair.
They weren't taking a straight route to us. They were planet hopping, and space isn't in a straight line.
And the other thing with that is, maybe their ships are just incompatible with the gates, and they had their own way.
Yeah, there's possibly that.
Anyway. Raiden, repair bay? Yes, no?
I mean, once I get on it, I can
We're-
tell.
I'm assuming we're on it at this point.
Guys, I have
Okay.
landed and opened the door. We have all been sucked out into space.
Well, Shiv died.
Oh,
The other
well.
three of us lived.
High or low?
I mean,
High or low?
High or low?
fuck it.
Heads or tails?
We'll do
Dude,
high.
there's a simple answer. You always get high.
High it is.
No, there is no repair bay.
Oh, no.
I mean, that would also make sense. That would also
I
make
look
sense for.
across. I look across at Raiden on him revealing this and being highly dejected. I shrug and I say, "Hey, maybe it's a project. You make one."
Well, I was hoping there'd be a repair bay here to make getting materials here easier, at least for storage, but
I mean,
That
it
doesn't-
also kind of makes sense for literally the bumfuck nowhere.
it doesn't stop what I had in mind. It just slows it down.
I mean, I can easily get the train here, and it's not an issue.
But I was hoping you'd be able to use the repair bay as a start and then just build the star yard around the gate, but that's not going to happen. It's got to be a separate thing.
I mean, there's still bound to be some like storage or at least space to
Yeah, it's outside.
to build on. Oh no, I'm talking about space that has stuff. So
You mean an
technically
asteroid or something like
non-space.
that?
No, not even
I
that.
mean-
I'm talking like literally attached to the gate. Because
Mhm.
if it's effectively space station, because I'm picturing something akin to the see there's two basic styles I think of when I think of like space warp gates. I think of the X style, which is literally a mechanical ring, which is in itself basically a container for two giant like generators that generate a field that allows you to fire stuff or catch stuff that's coming from gate to gate. Or you've got the Mass Effect style, which is what I'm more picturing because you said it's a space station,
Mhm.
where the relays in Mass Effect are you fly up next to this thing and it like railgun fires you along, but the device itself is a space station where like hundreds of thousands of people can potentially live depending on the exact size.
Yes.
But there's space that you could effectively build a city within it without changing the external.
There is a way
Well-
of building a city on this particular thing. Yes.
I was less concerned with the city, more concerned with the star yard, so we start building our own capital
Oh, yeah.
ships, because that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
has to be built in space.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm meaning is in terms of like you'd have effectively the space to turn it into a giant space dock
Yeah.
with like
I mean-
supporting accommodation and industry spaces.
I mean,
Like I said, I can get the train here. That's no issue.
Alright, well, alright. I'm going to leave the logistics up to you guys, because that's basically what you guys do. I am well aware that this is not going to be something that's going to be, hell, even started in a couple months.
I mean,
I'll get the doors on it.
if you'd like a suggestion, we could
Sure.
start small and close to home. We've literally gotten.
Like you cut out there. We've
Oh, yeah.
literally gotten.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, if we want to start close to home, we've literally got an entire moon. We've got.
Oh, yeah, we could build a lunar colony. Though
It's-
to be
it's
fair,
not- It's not living space that I care about for this particular piece. I am concerned with war. We are cut off. We are alone. If any sizable fleet shows up, we are fucked.
I mean, yeah, I've only got planetary defense on Scorpio right now. That's it.
We have 3 ships in total.
point out the window to the hammer.
Yeah, that'd be one of them.
That's your planetary defense right there, Raiden.
I mean, he did also set up some like
Actual planetary defense.
Raven's.
except they're only in one city and they can't hit the other side of the planet.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're looking at like situations like cause of Age of Ultron right here.
Yeah, but given what we've been told about what's going on, I got Scorpio. This currently back burner, further back than the back burner.
It's not even on. It's not even on the
This
stove.
is through the wall and into next door's kitchen.
Yeah, we gotta secure the planet first, because I don't think anybody's gonna be coming yet.
No, but guaranteed they've sent somebody, or at least somebody's watching.
Which is actually a good point, because I hate to bring this up, but two you idiots made a really bad decision.
Oh, I'm
which is
aware.
going to have to be dealt with.
Oh,
Now,
I am aware.
Keep in
You-
mind, when we read through your contracts, you guys are going to get kind of shafted.
You're
I'm
talking
aware.
massive puffer. I mean, once we paste her, how valid is her powers gonna be?
Yeah, but when if you're talking about pasting her, the power still exists.
Does it?
Well, the host versus
she herself, and Shiv queried this, is not actually a celestial entity.
That's not the
She
point.
just has a lot of power.
That's not the point we're arguing. Is whether or not any downsides will persist after she's pasted.
There will be downsides.
Well, I will pat Shiv
I'll give
on the
that.
shoulder.
I'll give that to Shiv.
I will pat Shiv on the shoulder, and I will say to him, when you decide that you want to know, and I'm not asking you to do this now, I'm asking you to do this at some point when you decide. You need to find out if there are downsides to her death that are going to substantially adversely affect yourself and or Raiden.
Well, let me tell you this. I know for a fact that I am now unlucky in business negotiations.
You already were. There's no change.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Mechanically, I have a -2 to any time I want to try to make a business negotiation.
You failed every
Okay,
other
but-
one attempt up to that, so who
But,
cares?
but in RP, the answer is okay. That hasn't changed.
I mean, and to be fair, I know it's not really much, but I actually only did make one deal with her, which was regrettably now.
Why we're here.
The other thing I did was I just purchased information. That was it. Which,
Has led to our current problem, by the way.
yeah,
That's why Kormac wants to paste her.
Yeah. 'cause
You know,
there's a
that's an
difference
interesting one.
between-
That's an interesting one. Karsa,
Hmm?
as Shiv shakes his 8-ball,
Mm-hmm.
provided Raiden and myself do not join in the confrontation with Lucky Rabbit, and she gets killed, would that make the contract and any downsides null and void? Participate, that's the word I was looking for.
I mean, you can't technically go against her because she's dead.
I mean,
Yeah, but
if
it
you
also-
do go against her, you're definitely gonna have bad luck. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The
as opposed to what?
bad luck will persist at least for 3 days.
Well, this
After.
question would be like, should like at minimum like myself and Riley or myself, Riley and Ignis or any combination of the two of us or the two of that group just haul off and kill her without their knowledge?
Without their knowledge.
Would that
And
trigger?
participation.
It will
Would that
still
trigger
it
the
will
penalty?
It will still trigger a penalty.
You know what?
Temporary
3
penalty,
days-
but unfortunate.
Yes.
3 days of having bad luck. I'm pretty sure you guys could just have like an extended nap.
Yeah, we'll just put you
3
in
days
medically
of
induced
bad
coma.
luck. 3 days of bad luck. What does that change for Shiv?
We'll
I
just
mean,
put
to
you in a
be
medically
fair-
induced coma.
Well,
Right,
3
so
days
don't
of
say
bad
one
luck. When the bad luck is as extreme as it is, anybody who
What does that
has-
change for Shiv? He's literally the cosmic punching bag here.
you become more the punching bag because it'll be trying to kill you.
All right, so we'll put him back in this padded room. He'll be fine.
So I got the perfect thing, right? I got the perfect thing. Our stuff regenerates each day, right?
Yeah.
So here's what we do. We deal with this, right? And then you guys are then put into a box which I will carry around. Right? And every day I will just basically miracle outwalk between the rain and then you'll be fine. Because if I'm carrying you in a box, I am able to not be hit by anything falling that hasn't been sent directly specifically at me. Therefore, you guys are the target of the meteor. I will just sidestep the meteor and you guys will be fine.
All right,
I
the
can-
planet that explodes.
I don't think she's got the power to make the planet explode.
Oh,
We did.
No, well,
You-
I mean, I'm not
You
talking
seem
about
to
you,
misunderstand the Lucky
I'm-
Rabbit.
Karsa. I'm talking about via the means of bad luck.
Oh.
Because bad luck and having, like, the moon falls on you, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah, no.
It's like,
I mean, you say that, but the dude
Yeah.
in the fucking time machine had the bad enough luck to show up when the moon was exploding and falling.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And for as funny as that idea is, yeah.
I'm just thinking about the ancient technology now, and it's got me thinking. Because unfortunately, I know the way that you got. Unfortunately, Karsa, I know the way that you guys think. I've used my 3 questions for the artifact, but I've still got irresistible queries I can burn.
Yeah.
Once we get back to planet, once I get back to planet, it becomes a Dominion project to basically go and save Neppy.
All right, so
Are there any ancient forms of tech on Scorpio 3 that would aid in travel?
What type of travel?
Either interplanetary or whatever space would be.
Interstellar. You just could just say interstellar and end it there.
yes, there are.
Because I can't just say, is there a Stargate?
There are ways of, yes, interplanetary, interstellar.
Yeah, one of them is I give you a full-on kick up the Jaxie and send you into orbit with my super speed kit. I
Wouldn't
will
apply to him.
I will light speed boot you into space.
Wouldn't actually apply to him, sadly enough.
Unfortunately, because of the original war, the one that caused the nuclear blast, those satellites have been dismantled and destroyed.
But the framework remains, which is good news.
Mm-hmm.
All the ground shit remains. We know that a lot of it's explosive. I'm talking about the stuff connected to the energy crystals, by the way.
Mm. So,
But if everybody just kind of bands together, we could get at least interstellar travel knocked out.
Interstellar would be between star systems. That's what it means.
Right.
And if you could go to another star system, you can FTL to a planet in the same system.
Fair.
Again, all that's secondary. We gotta deal with this fucking cyber affliction bullshit. But all right, you two go do what you gotta do for the station. Get the bombs and shit off.
I guess we go and do that.
so you take a shuttle to the
Oh,
station.
this entire conversation was happening on the ring.
Right. Okay.
It was the shuttle ride over, and then on the ring, and then Kormac's just kind of here to wander around and make sure they don't get attacked by like giant space shellfish that live here for some reason.
No, the station has been abandoned. There
Yeah, but that's
was people who lived here. And some of them, I mean, some things were left, but most things were not.
Yo,
Oh.
an original copy of Metal Gear Solid 9.
You mean that one when they finally decided that yes, Snake is 100% gay?
Yeah, that one. It's even the Day 1 edition.
It does seem that this is very recent because there is still trash on there that is
Oh, so you mean they've got the other remakes and Survive?
And all 30,000 Jaws sequels.
Oh my god. They got the
No,
absolute
more
garbage one.
expensive.
Metal Gear Solid Twin Survivor Snakes.
Oh man, somebody's gonna be pissed. They lost their mint cased copy of Tetris.
You know, the funniest thing about that is I really should start role-playing all my actions like Twin Snakes cutscenes because it would make them so much more hilarious.
Yeah, so when you go around the station, you will find trash. You will find things that people left that just they didn't bother to take with them. Like former discs that they had, a past agent, an agent that they forgot to take with them. You will also note that all the shuttles are gone. And you will note that they did have quite a bit. Well, they did have places where you could get food, and and there is still some wine and ale and different types of beers and whatnot.
Damn, the people
Yoink.
living on here were stacked.
Yoink.
The bar is still
Question is, upon
still
opening
pretty.
one of these bottles, do we immediately take like 20 d10s of poison damage?
Well, some of these bottles are not for human consumption.
Oh, good news! I drink one.
Good news. Luckily
Good
for
news
you,
for-
you do not have to have a poison resistance. So,
Quick, we need to set up a cyberpunk sheet now so that you can roll poison resist. Was it resist torture and drugs?
it's resist torture and drugs. Luckily, he doesn't have to worry about that. He doesn't have a problem with that.
What, you mean Wildfire's second highest skill?
You know,
Yeah.
It's occurring to me.
Uh-huh.
This is a fully manned, clearly fully decorated jump station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to
They
destroy
wouldn't
it.
have. They had the ability to destroy it, yes. And yes, they waited for us, which means they would have had a remote sequence. But there should also be a relatively short-range teleporter on here somewhere. Because there's no way there was enough shuttles for everybody.
Yeah, you think
Oh,
they cared?
here's actually a question, because I do not believe this is actually being covered anywhere in this story so far. But do teleporters exist?
Short range do.
Yeah. Okay. What? Define short range.
Within the planet.
Yeah. So what are they gonna do? Send all their guys in the shuttles off, have people teleport down to the nearest planet? Oh wait, that's an ice ball.
Or the
They probably
slightly
had their
radioactive ball.
guys- I mean, they probably had their guys leave prior.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
what I'm
also
getting at.
on the assumption. Question: when we're looking at all this like assorted trash and stuff like that, is this recent or has this been here for years?
Recent.
Damn, because I was kind of hoping you were going to say years.
No, recent. In fact,
There's still the evacuation alert on the screens.
when Shiv gets into the systems, he will note that they were not planning on killing you using the gate. They were just planning on destroying it after you got out of the gate.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no. When I said they were planning on killing us, I meant killing us in the slow of we're just gonna let them stay over there, wither and die. It's a
They-
slow kill.
They were still giving you an opportunity to get home, is what they were doing. But
Oh
They may be dicks, but at least they're fair.
no, that's just even more cruel because then we get to watch everybody else die.
Fair.
you look at things so differently than what I would do.
He's a pessimist. He's literally just said this.
No, but they were at least, they had set it off so that when you finally come through, then it would be self-destruct. They were not destructing it with you in mind. The people had left probably about a month or two ago. Two months ago.
Short enough time period that the evacuation notice is still probably on the screens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you guys can go back to your planet and die of the disease like everybody else for leaving there. Ha!
I mean, we could not cure the nano plague and just go shoot it off into space.
Oh yeah, let's be just like them. No,
I'm just saying, it's an option.
no, it's not.
Aw.
Riley, if you suggest it again, you know what to do.
Wow.
That is vague enough that I'm going to take it under executive advisement to count for all the things that are illegal in at least half the universe.
Alright, doesn't know what you'll do, but he knows you know what to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm taking that as.
Anyway,
I want you to do something. I don't care what it is. Just do something.
So something at some point might happen.
You do
over
find
time.
you will find some logs there. Basic
why the hell's
logs.
our wood on here?
Logs.
It's
You know, like
space
captain's
wood,
logs.
space trees.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's space trees.
And it explaining pretty much what I just said is like,
Yeah, if I've learned anything from Virgo Station, space trees are not exactly the nicest things. They can really hurt if they start getting up and walking.
That's true anywhere.
Yeah. Like
That's
I
like
mean,
he must be a vampire. He died when I staked him in the heart.
exactly.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you know what else? You know who else dies when you stake them in the heart? Literally everybody.
Yeah, that's the point. You made the fucking frog lightning joke.
I was about to bring that up, but I thought, nah, it's kind of obvious.
okay.
Karsa's just like, well, this is happening. We've got content.
Yeah.
We always have content. If nothing else, we will churn out joke content.
Exactly.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now, isn't it?
Hey, look,
Good.
that is the whole point of being an idiot on the internet.
So, anything else that you would like to know about the station itself?
I mean,
I don't.
Shiv's going to go and look to see what the exact orders were for why the station was being evacuated.
Here's a quick thing. As
Well,
soon
it
as
is
computer
the
systems are back up-
evacuation is due to a quarantine.
Well, yeah, that's the message they've sent.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense considering, like, in theory, those who are on the station have been evacuated outside the system under the guise of that, and then also because it's like to ensure that they don't go spreading any information about, well, yeah, we were totally told to get out of there because they were cutting the system off because throwing toys out the pram. You know, it sounds much better if they're like, yeah, they saved us.
Yeah,
because
okay.
There was a big bad thing happening. But
Okay.
question: as soon as the computer system is back up, is there a full set of plan for the station?
What do you mean, plan?
Like
Yeah,
blueprints,
Yeah, like blueprints, maintenance, info,
schematics.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Matt,
they're still there.
Should
Yeah.
right, and we grab all of that stuff so we know how if/when it comes to building another one, we can, or at least
Yeah, I
we
just-
know how.
I just plug Riley's head into it. Wait for the download.
Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, anything quote unquote.
Why
of
are these things
interest-
still running Windows XP?
What did you say, Nov?
anything of interest to our plight? And you know what? I'll even be nice. And I'll give you a successful intelligence check.
Okay.
which is actually kind of cool.
Is there anything of interest to your plate? Yeah. There is a full schematic of maintenance and all that kind of thing that you would have gotten from this. There is a list of what gates are around and their numbers on that are attached to the gate, because each of them are given a number.
Yeah. And I'm being AFK'd.
And a map of which gate goes to which gate to which gate. So because it's kind of like a jump gates.
Alright, so we have the gate network map.
Yeah, you have that. You have all of that.
So my question is, when they were told to evacuate, they were told it was because of a quarantine. Were they told that if they stuck around, they would be incinerated by a self-destruct?
Yes. They were warned.
Cool. So we've got to, every time we go and take a gate, we've got to disable the self-destruct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really that bad as long as you have an.
Yeah, we just send you through first, and as long as like we don't see a bunch of bullets and fire come through our end, then we're good.
I'll be fine. Also, I got an AFK. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that's pretty much what you'll get off of the station. You will note the station's been around for a few hundred years. So about when Scorpio became online with Earth.
So we start with the rest of the fringe systems first. This is my thought process.
I mean, I'm not worried about that right now. Kormac is still kind of seething over the fact that, like, yeah, we're gonna put you in quarantine, remove all help, by completely cutting you off from any aid you could ever get ever again. So yeah.
I mean, between me, Raiden, and Riley, I'm pretty sure we could at least get FTL travel out of the system.
That's not the point.
When the blueprints print out, Raiden's gonna take them and kind of just wander off.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the point. They're basically like, well, you guys are lost causes. You can just fucking die now. Here you go.
You said you wanted to be left alone, so we're leaving you alone. You know that's not what I fucking meant.
Hence why Raiden is studying blueprint now.
I mean, because like this just screams of what they did into the city. And fucking, oh, the name.
Karsa.
Why? The fucking zombie game, the first-person one with all the parkour.
How helpful.
Dying Light?
Yeah, Dying Light. Thank you.
That actually is helpful. Trust me, Shiv. All he had to say was zombie game parkour. Dying Light.
Yeah.
Well, for me, you know how little that narrows it down.
Where they're basically just like, yeah, we cut off the city completely. Sure, we throw aid to it every now and again, but nobody's getting out. Oh, wait, you mean they're starting to find a way out? Nuke them.
Yeah, that's actually that's actually kind of what happened.
So
Anyway.
first things first, our plans are purge nanoplague from the planet.
Yeah.
Second thing second, at least get a more planetary defense system up.
Yeah.
Third, get people out here to this station so we can start getting it back up and running and start getting signals out, contacting people who might have also been abandoned by the Empire.
Oh, you too. A point to Shiv and Raiden. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. It's a lucky rabbit about the fucking station. As far as she's concerned, it blew up.
Didn't plan on saying
So
anything,
keep mouth shut about Thane Emperor being dead. Keep mouth shut about.
Yeah. And you should understand how serious I'm being because my accent changed.
It's fine. I didn't plan on saying anything anyways.
So she's getting no help from me at this point. She is the reason our planet is now getting fucked again.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, Raiden's just gonna wander off the blueprint, just going over it.
Hey, don't go too far because we're heading back in like half an hour.
I'm going to.
Because it's gonna take us like a couple weeks to get back.
All right.
Raiden's specifically going to already be on the shuttle.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Raiden, since you have gone away from the group, what are your feelings? Because we're heading into near the end of the day. For
So Raiden still doesn't. Well, Raiden wasn't actually told that the whole nanite thing was his fault, so he doesn't know.
Yet.
I mean, he's still concerned about his group. He's like, oh, fuckers. He's a little frustrated. He's concerned. He's frustrated.
Mhm.
He is. If Kormac and them don't get to Lucky Rabbit first, he is going to drag her out to the desert and go nuke.
That will go very bad for you.
That's a midterm goal right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you've also been told that your
other-
gauntlet is basically nano-fused to you.
I'm aware. But Raiden's also looking at the blueprints. He's thinking to himself, okay, there's got to be a way I can at least make this smaller and more efficient. At least make it to where instead of having to have the giant fucking thing, figure out a way to miniaturize it and be able to use it on a ship.
So create a warp drive, basically.
Yeah.
Or if we want to go by Stellaris terms, a jump drive.
Skibidi Riz drive.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck this generation and their skibbity everything.
And what is Shiv thinking of all this that's going on right now?
Shiv is preparing for war.
Why?
Like, just end of discussion.
Why?
Well, let's see. He's got his people fighting with the fucking elves after he told them not to. He's got people going into cyber-psychosis, something he's gonna have to fucking purge. Which, honestly, I guess as the god it is his job to... But that's beside the point. He's pissed off at Lucky Rabbit for basically being the source of all this in the first place.
She's not exactly the source.
Nah, we brought over this Karsa. You'll get to play that card.
She's not
We have
the
been over this
source. She's
No.
She might not have put the nanites on the planet. That we know of.
This is like a plague like COVID being buried underground for a bunch of years, and one person be like, I know that's there, and I know that there's something in there that this person wants. So if I tell him where that's at, he'll open the door and let it out. That way it's not me. No.
Remember, at the end of the day, hope was still at the bottom of Pandora's box.
That's basically like one dude saying, "Oh, he ordered me to press the button." No, the dude who ordered him to press the button is still just as culpable.
Yeah. I will say though, the only other thing Raiden is feeling is just cold, like emotionally numb, but also controlled rage.
Controlled rage. Got it.
Yeah, Shiv might be commissioning Ignis for revenge.
Okay.
Because remember, that is something he has offered to do for people.
Who are you gonna revenge?
You mean, who am I going to... Really? Really?
You're
Well, right now, Shiv is thinking of ways to get revenge against Lucky Rabbit. He can't make any moves directly.
That is the thing. You can't make the moves directly, but you can do all you want to try.
Yeah, well, that went so well the last time.
Yeah.
Some people got richer, and Shiv got unluckier.
Yeah. What about...
Which in fairness kind of puts Lucky Rabbit in a hard place, because neither of the two people that she could go to get whatever the hell she wants are not on the planet at the moment.
Well,
Because Shiv added the stipulation that if she wants information, she has to get it directly from him.
well, here's that is a slight problem right now. Lucky
She's just
Rabbit
as stuck
is
as we are.
As stuck as you are.
So we basically solved part of the council's problem. Well, the Empire's
who
problem.
cares?
We've
Cares they
taken out a
benefit from
rogue.
it.
We've taken out a rogue element for them, or at the very least, stuck it on another planet.
All right. And
Kormac, how are you
Kormac-
feeling?
Uh,
Camera pans to the guy drinking all the wine.
well, no. To Shiv's point, sickness, pacem, parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war.
There. I think I didn't study Latin.
I know that, it's except for Tyrannus.
Carthago to the Lenda est. Carthage must die.
Oh, and E pluribus unum, I guess. It's on our
I mean-
fucking currency. But no, Kormac is Kormac's seething. The Empire done pissed him off. He was willing to let bygones be bygones until this shit. Now they've created a problem. But that's an issue for later. We gotta deal with Lucky Rabbit, then Blenjeel. At some point in between there, deal with Mitchel Graves.
I mean, at this point, there's no guarantee that we won't find the two of them together.
Please tell me it'd be at the exact same time. That would be great blackmail material.
Yeah, because Shiv literally records everything.
And then once that's dealt with, you know, show the Empire the mistake they made.
And potentially tear apart reality trying.
Yeah, well, again, at that point, it's not our problem.
Fair. Just know, Karsa, you are... I tried to warn you when we discussed this, but when we discussed this off stream, you're not getting out of the Celestials getting dragged back into the...
Damn, I was trying to get rid of them. No!
Well, I mean, the whole Empire thing can easily be like epilogue shit, because that's like
Yeah.
decades down the road.
Yeah. I was just trying to get rid of them out of the storyline for now.
I mean, I was done focusing on them. I had bigger things to focus on, but then you had to go and blow up the gate. I was just, I have to focus on it.
Well, it didn't. Never mind. The gate
I
didn't
tried to
blow
help you.
up, but it did. Yeah.
They wanted to. Just because we stopped it doesn't mean that wasn't their plan.
Anyway. Okay, so for next week, hopefully next week, we will be finally having you all head to Scorpio 3, where you will finally get to deal with your situations at hand. Unless you want to start it today.
I mean, Shivs is literally go plug back in, probably commit all of his Dominion to purging Neppy.
Well, even before we get to that, Karsa, so I know this got brought up in the past. Because we're playing on a much larger scale than Godbound was initially designed for,
Mm-hmm.
I think Ignis brought it up before of the costs for how, or the costs, or changing the costs for size.
Yeah,
Because
we were
deal with
supposed to
things
do that
on
as
a
a group.
yeah, because we're dealing with things on a galactic scale
Yeah.
that like this thing caps out at planetary, and I think we talked about like downscaling that slightly so that like star system is what we capped out on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
And
brings
then-
that brings the group dimension project well back within doable means.
Yeah, we just need to discuss it with everybody.
Yeah,
Well, you got
'Cause it
20
was-
minutes to discuss it.
well we need Ignis too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he was not able to make it this week.
So, it seems like our heroes, our crew, found
Are pissed
thems-
right the fuck off.
are pissed off, dealing with the fact that they are now blindsided and alone. They have managed to stop the gate from being destroyed. However, they still have to deal with the cyber-psychosis that is happening on the planet. The fact that there is tension within all of the cities, where what one does not have, they will go and try to take if they have a chance to do so.
I mean, Kormac, it's occurring to me.
Yeah.
We still have the recording of the Alien Emperor being iced. If we ever need to persuade other systems to our side, we just release that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware of that. That's a silver bullet right there.
Yay!
Sorry, we're fighting werewolves now.
Metaphor.
Welcome back, Gov. What are your thoughts and feelings?
Well, my thoughts are electrical signals within the brain, and my feelings are also electrical signals that my brain interprets.
Because
That's on me. I set the bar too low.
what is
Well, I mean, it's also I have no context for the question.
all right?
Oh, we're wrapping up.
Yeah. What are your thoughts and feelings about what has happened to the world, the solar system, and
Greater
everything
universe.
in between?
Like the universe and everything in it.
Yeah. Well, your portion of the area.
Well, you see, it's like the bank always says. It may be yours just now, but it will be mine in time.
All right. And with that, we are leaving our heroes in space, heading to Scorpio 3.
In space, the one place that hasn't been ruined by capitalism.
Except it kind of has in our continuity.
Yeah. This is KarsaKKWx. Karsa is my name. KKWx is my empire. Here today with my friends from NRT as we played Godbound, Opus Trust Issues, and found out that the past is coming back to haunt us. Goodbye!
Damn, she didn't beat.
No peek.
Yeah, so